The Fishbone crew arrived in Nosy Be after a 9-hour flight on a 747 Air Italy plane. We found ourselves amongst a lot of tourists, mainly Italians, who were enjoying a relaxing holiday at the end of the dry season. After having gone through customs formalities, we put our equipment on some pickup trucks and we headed to our hotel, the Hotel Carrel Noir of Alberto, where we'll be staying at in these days.
My sun, my star, shady and out of focus. I wait for sunshine, sun getting in this story. I long for ages.
Madagascar is the 4th largest island in the world. It develops in a longitudinal way in the Tropic of Cancer Belt, 400 kilometers away from the Mozambique coasts. This large island is separated from Africa more than 160 million years ago. Because of the island's isolation, some animal species survived and did not evolve. That is why it hosts 5% of the animal and plant species of the world, 80% of which is only found here. This extraordinary biodiversity includes many famous specimens, namely lemurs, 3 endemic species of birds, typical baobabs, turtles, crocodiles, and 60 species of snakes, none of them dangerous for man. Amongst all these animals, the most likable one are surely chameleons, with whom the Fishbone crew was able to integrate. Big or small, there are many, and Antonio has spent hours observing them, while he wasn't fishing, of course. Malagasy's population origins are half Malay and half African, with some Arab, Indian and European influences, especially in the coastal communities. Nosy Be and its strategic position has been a destination over the centuries for Indian, Arab and Portuguese warship fleets, trade ships and also pirates. It has a 300-kilometer squared surface and it is surrounded by an archipelago of other islands, amongst which Nosy Comba, known for its lemurs, Nosy Sakatia, Nosy Takinli, Nosy Aranja and the Radama Islands. Its jagged coastline, full of inlets and coves, is often deserted, or from which you can see fishermen quietly gliding on their piraguas or on dhows lazily sailing the ocean. If we are enchanted by the 5,000 kilometers of the Madagascar coast, we will surely love its wonderful sea basin and its fish, which we can explore and admire. Sometimes a diving mask is all you need. No need to comment on diving in these wonderful waters, where you can come across turtles, stingrays, manta rays, schools of barracudas and mackerels, giant sea fans, whales and whale sharks. From May to October in Nosy Be weather is constantly nice, and water temperature is between 27 and 30 degrees Celsius. Underwater visibility ranges from 15 meters and 35 to 40 meters. Visibility is reduced when there is a lot of plankton, but it attracts whale sharks, something memorable which can be seen between mid-November and mid-December. This means that for once in our lifetime, we have arrived at the right time. No one wants to give up bringing their favourite fishing rod, and although we have a small boat, we managed to bring 9 fishing rods along, of which 4 trolling fishing rods, 2 spinning fishing rods, and 3 vertical jigging fishing rods. After some tough negotiations, we reached a compromise on the bait, which almost gave a turn to Eric, the picturesque Malagasy boat captain, who will accompany us during some of these fishing days. High technology is in contrast with the worn reels of local fishermen on their paraguas, who fish using the bottom fishing and live bait technique right off Sakatia, in front of our lodge. Anyway, our first day was not so easy. In fact, after a few hours, the engine of our boat broke down. We had to change boats, and our first fishing day was not as we expected. Fishing conditions were not optimal, both due to the wrong period of surface fishing, and also due to the African climate that none of us was accustomed to. We changed boat. They came to rescue us, and we switched onto an identical boat, just like the one whose engine had broken down. In spite of everything, we knew that emotions were running high, and we wouldn't have to wait long. In fact, not too far from the bay, we found ourselves in the middle of a school of baitfish, and suddenly many sailfish appeared. What a start! There it is, there it is.
Il a touché l'espadon là. Avec celle-là, la petite vif. Tu vois, ça y a une coup de rost avec ça. Tap, tap, tap. Avec ça. Ben on essaye quand même.
This morning we left early, and almost immediately we experienced strong emotions, because at about a mile out of the bay we came across some sailfish eating small schools of sardines. I started to spin and cast, but they reacted lazily. We continued with the spinning technique, but the sailfish were not interested. There are a lot of bait fish breaking the surface and a few seagulls. That means they must be small. We spotted at least 6 to 7 sailfish that every now and then came to the surface, and we could see them clearly. One of them actually emerged at a few meters from the bay.